got gas, we got whole gang of push. Look, we got packs, we got gas, we got whole gang of pushes. Don't think shit sweet, your foot is pain, just some dirty looking. You pocket watching, bitch, you feel this pocket rockin'. Hit your naga family crying, they can't see you in that coffin. Hey, I'm ballin', spending money, pack 'em with the loudest. I put my lungs, hand me coffee, sippin' on some proper. Hey, bitches on my line, trying to see me cause I'm poppin'. Calling me daddy, calling me pop.
Yo, never gave back again with another episode of the PaccGang Podcast. And today we got a special guest for y'all, man. They not local, but y'all gonna get to know them very, very soon, man. We're gonna let them introduce themselves one at a time. Go ahead.
What up? I'm Mitch from Rkive. I'm the director of processing, so pretty much anything hash, that's my thing.
My name is Quinn. I'm director of retail development for Oswell Cannabis Co. So anything relating to retail, that's my go-to.
My name is Brandon. I'm from Oswell as well, so anything that runs through the storefront, that's kind of what I handle. So pretty much all the Rkive product gets sold through me.
Man, we got Rkive in the house tonight, man. They're from Michigan, well-established company out of Michigan that we're going to let them introduce themselves to y'all as far as everything that they got on their table, everything that they do, everything they have to offer, and how it comes from seed to plant to year-long, all through them.
Yeah, so we're a single source brand.
Yes, sir.
That means, we grow our own shit, we wash shit that we grow as well. And we're vertical too, so that means that we have our own chain of stores, so we go all the way from seed to sale. So
Which is awesome.
Which is all as well. Yeah. That's our brand. So if you roll into an Allswell, you can pretty much get, our shit farm to table essentially.
Especially the one out in Adrian, where our grow and our facility is located. So those practically never leave the building from the point of putting the seed in the ground up until into the customer's hands.
So what's Oswell and what's Rkive then? What's the big differences between?
So Oswell is like our retail brand. Rkive is just all of our flour, our hash, our pods, all that kind of shit is branded as Rkive.
Okay.
So yeah, Oswell is just the stores.
If you want to find anything Rkive, it's Oswell. And like he said, it's seed to sale. Like, you can't go wrong with it. It's not no repackage. There's not no, it's really a passionate thing, It's coming.
It's like HQ?
It's HQ, exactly.
HQ.
And it's dope too, because, that gives us total control. Like, there's no, it doesn't get handed off to somebody else to fuck it up, essentially.
Right,
You know
when
what
you
I
can
mean? Like, we got control over the whole process. The way we grow our shit, the way we harvest our shit, we've got everything in check for best flour, best extracts in mind. So
100%, I can stand behind that. Fire extract.
And what makes you guys stand out amongst other brands?
I think the fact that we're single source is one of the major things.
Right.
Like, there aren't many companies, especially in Michigan right now, like at scale, that are doing single source, so that are growing their own shit and washing their own shit.
And then
So,
selling their
agree
own
with
shit,
that 100%.
packaging their own shit. Like, it's all, like I said, it's their own stuff, It's not just...
I think our R&D process and, the way that we constantly are evolving with the industry as it's gone on. Like, we've gone from running 20-plus strains as Rkive to narrowing it down to a select few because we've really honed in our craft with, the strains that we keep around.
Right, for sure.
Yep, trying to consistently just drop the fire, Always weeding old shit out, trying to find new shit, just like staying hungry as a
Testing the
brand
market,
has
yeah.
really, been the key. Cause
Feeding the market, for
It's
sure.
a lot of networking right there to figure out what's what. And
for sure, and Michigan's like tough, man. It's a competitive ass market, so to like keep that gumption, wake up every day and still want to, go hard every day for years and years, takes some passion, and that's definitely something we got on our side. Like, even on the retail side, like, these guys are all super passionate, not just about the brand, but about the product and just like the cannabis culture in general.
Yeah,
These guys know what's up.
you guys are definitely way ahead of a lot of people attempting to do something like that.
Yeah, and that's mainly my dude Quinn over here. He does all the like staffing, interviewing, make sure
Anything
that like
retail.
anybody who's gonna be behind the counter like knows their shit. They've got not just product knowledge, but also like process knowledge. Like, these guys know how rosin's made, We understand like what select spec versus full spec means, all that kind of shit. So
Something
it's
that-
crucial.
Especially when you walk in the store and want to know what's what. It's great to have a informative staff like you know you're able to choose.
No, 100%. Like, I mean, everything that's lost, or something that's lost nowadays is the culture, honestly. You walk into so many dispensaries throughout the state, and it's just, you know, quickest transaction time or who can have the highest cart.
Sure.
It's like, now we actually care about the product that we're pushing, you know, and it's so great that we have Rkive that we can push because the product that we know, we trust, you know, it's top in the state. You know, we won the Olympics last year, so.
Shout out Candy Fumes.
Oh God, yeah, we're all a bunch of candy fume simps over at Rkive for sure.
No, we definitely found a winner in that one.
Well, and it says a lot to having people who back the product that we sell, because we're having a lot of people coming in as customers that are wanting to be behind the counter pushing the product that they, you know what I mean? Because it's something that you can enjoy, and it's really easy to sell a product that you are like,
That you
can
fuck
get behind,
with,
that you
yeah.
can fuck with, that you are gonna take home and smoke yourself. Because why you want to push bullshit all day?
Where you guys located out of?
Grand Rapids and Adrian. We have a store, and then we also have one in Traverse City and Kalkaska, Michigan.
The Travis, the one that just opened, or which one?
Kalkaska.
The
Kalkaska.
More than a
So-
few locations.
So now they have 4 locations total.
Definitely worth the drive, man.
For sure, man. If y'all ain't never checked them out, y'all make sure y'all go check them out for like multiple reasons, more than we haven't spoken about yet. You know, like it's a dope experience walking in there. You know, it's like it's a dope experience walking in there. It's not just like he said, it's not a stop and shop. You know, get out of there quick. You get to experience what's going on. You get to ask questions. People are really informative in there. They get to tell you what's what.
Know
Like,
exactly what the product is,
dope.
where it
Yeah,
came
that's
from.
what, that's what I'm saying. Like
man.
that's dope that
People
you're able
don't
to pick,
appreciate
like,
that.
certain people that work.
Yeah, and even if you're not going there to fuck with Rkive, you know, we've got like
The best product.
exactly
online.
like a super broad selection of like a lot of shit that we really fuck with, or a lot of shit that, you know, we know the customers are looking for.
Exactly.
We want to give a nice blend. Like, we don't only have shit that we, you
Shout
know,
out to
'cause
R&D team.
we tend to be like super picky about shit, but we know that, you know, a lot of people like stuff that we don't like, as you know, ourselves. So we try to make sure that we cater to pretty much everybody at all as well.
No, 100%. Like, you know, when we get orders in and we look at the brands, and, you know, we got to take our personal opinion into it. But it's also, you know, the market. What are the people smoking? What are they liking? You know, our environment, our area, everything comes into account. You know, having something for everybody is probably the most important thing. You know, if somebody wants something, there's no reason I shouldn't have it on the shelves.
And not have to let them go somewhere else to look
Exactly.
for it. We got it for you.
Exactly. Yeah, we want to sell, you know, the best shit, but we also want to sell, you know, what everybody wants.
So did you guys start off as Rkive, as a grow company, or did you guys start off as Oswell and get into the grow?
So me and my homie Alex, Alex is my partner that runs the grow. We started doing a bunch of shit like pre-licensing together. So, you know, like once licensing started to roll around, like we knew that that's like the game that we wanted to be in. So we found, you know, a group of like-minded people that, you know, were going to help us put it together, essentially, you know, some investors. And, you know, we just built it from there. We always had being single source, vertical in mind. We were always planning to do retail and cultivation in the lab at the same. It was all built simultaneously, pretty much. So that was always the intention. Is like, you know, if the market gets crazy saturated or whatever, at least we'll always
Stand out by being
yeah, and we'll have a place that we can really preach our brand too. You know what I mean? And like really do the education that we know like other stores want to do, but nobody's going to be able to do it the same way we can because it's literally, you know, happening in the same building that we're in right now. So
Which is so dope, man. If y'all ever get the chance, y'all make sure y'all visit the Adrian. The Adrian location.
yeah, Adrian, yep.
It's dope, man. Just even to look out from the outside in, you know what's going on behind, you know.
Yeah, I've yet to go yet, man. I can't.
Oh yeah,
gotta go to
totally,
that
man.
one.
Yeah, you
You
guys
gotta
can do
go.
the whole tour for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
and we're
obviously
super
grow.
transparent with it. Like anybody can walk in anytime. We got like we're not hiding anything, so we try to be super open with it. And we're always giving tours and bring the cameras through. You know, do whatever for sure.
Yeah, it's great, man. It's definitely not enough just to like have weed because there's so many like
Oh man,
dull, terrible places.
Especially if you, like, I don't know.
To be able to like rely on, you know, a spot or a brand or
I don't want to down.
Yeah, that's
person's
what-
opinion, you know. But that's
That's definitely like the goal too, is to make sure that like every time somebody grabs that bag, you know, with the logo on it, that it's gonna smoke every time. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, it shouldn't be a fucking lottery every time you buy a bag, whether it's
Tried
like,
the Dozy one. That one was
The
pretty
Donzi.
The
Donzi.
Donzi?
Yeah, that's what's in that glass tip right now.
That's what's in this glass tip?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's what's in this glass tip. I'm gonna let y'all know what's in this, man. We made a special little
18 gram.
a little 18 gram joint with the Rkive logo, the Oswell logo. Put 3.5 worth of rosin in here, guys.
Something to make the drive worth it.
And what's in here is some Rkive flour, guys. We got half Donzi and half banana cooler. 18 grams worth with a 3.5 of black cherry gelato.
Which is kind of lit too, because that banana cooler, that shit's extinct. We're not growing
It's
that.
hard to come by nowadays.
Yeah, so that's like the last of it
There's
right
people
there.
that are looking out for that hard, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, people are on the hunt for those bags.
That's
Right
dope. Well, we're gonna flame this right now. Go ahead. Let's get Mr. Honest, man. Flame up some good Rkive and let's kick back and let's talk more about, everything that you guys offer and why you got into the business. Where's the passion behind it come from?
Oh man, like I've been, smoking weed since I was like 14, just like everybody else, but I don't know, man. I got super passionate about it. Like when I turned 18, med passed in Michigan. Like it was kind of just like, I don't know. I was, at that point I had already been smoking weed. I was selling weed. Like I was in, doing my thing. I was still in high school and shit, graduating.
And what made you passionate to make wax, like how you were talking about earlier of the fresh press?
Oh man, so like I was.
What converted you into that?
Really, just like I was infatuated with the process. Like the first time I put some flour in a tube and just blasted some gas through it, and I had a couple dabs, I was like, whoa, like this shit is lit. Like I'm always been like super curious, like. I don't know. I like tinkering. I like fucking with shit. So
right.
I don't know. It just something to that just lit me up, and I loved like being able to like show people something for the first time too. Like everybody would go crazy when they saw BHO like back in 2010 or 2011 and shit. And they're going crazy. The first time I ever blasted something, dude, the blast tube was smaller than this joint. I literally stuffed an eighth in it.
Whoa, that's
crazy. And like literally got like a couple dabs out of it, but
it was your own
you
creation, right? You made it. I did it.
You didn't get it from the guy down there.
Right.
People are just like they looked at you like you were like a magician. Like, well, what the fuck is this? Where did this come from? This is weed. This is like, and to give people their first dab and shit. Like, I just really enjoyed like showing people about BHO and I don't know. I've always like been very like particular about shit. So like, I guess being a connoisseur just kind of started to come natural. Like at first I was just smoking to get high. I don't really know when it happened where I was like just into the fire or whatever. But just naturally kind of happened. Because I mean, we were smoking brick weed when I was in high school.
Me too.
Bro, yeah, and I really made it out of necessity too. Like I saw this shit on YouTube, and I'm like, I don't know anybody making it. I don't know anybody even smoking this shit. Like, out of necessity, I had to figure out how to make something. Right. I wanted to check it out.
For it to be like to come from that to what you are and what your rosin is now, like how it really actually tastes. If you ever get the chance, make sure you taste it, man.
There's so much terrible shit out there, bro. There's
like real high grade rosin.
And we realize that like it's still like that to some. Like there's still some cats that are kind of new in the game or aren't into it so much that are just trying to get high. Like especially if concentrates or rosin or whatever. So like. There's always going to be that group that's like super price sensitive, you know what I mean, and that just isn't necessarily looking for the taste, right? Exactly. So
yeah, I consider myself one of those. I enjoy a great resin rosin, in a blend, but be able to just sting it to a certain like flavor or a certain taste.
Yeah. No, and it tastes
people are so much
especially
appreciate that more than like a regular smoker that wants something else,
Yeah, because you gotta really like think about it. You gotta be really like a joint. You can light it and smoke it. Like when you're smoking good rosin, you gotta like, you're either dabbing it off quartz and what temperature.
The thermostat. I use a thermostat.
It can't be too high. It can't be
too high. It ruins the flavor.
Kind of a learning curve to like knowing how to smoke good rosin or good concentrate in general. Like you can smack a hot dab and be like, I'm high as fuck. Oh, okay. Like
And you'll be
This
throwing
is-
up.
this is
All
concentrate.
kinds of
dying
things.
for
Hot
10
dab,
Or you
throwing
can
up
take a
coffee.
nice-
The first time I ever dabbed was like when I was like 16, and I did so much I had slept for like 20 minutes. I just had to close my eyes. That was my, and then I didn't try it again for like.
Well, and
7
that's
years.
that's the difference between like consuming it properly, like Mitch was saying, or like doing it at the correct temperature.
Right, you're probably
Rather than
overheating
doing
it.
that-
get so
Yeah,
much.
you go
But it
in
was
red
so
hot.
much.
That's the red hot dabs when you're a
Yeah,
kid.
exactly.
It
When
was
you're
so-
a sick-
it was so
exactly.
much.
Everybody's like first dab and stuff like that's going in red hot, and it's
That nice
And they
heat.
throwing up.
That's how
Nice
exactly.
heat.
Passing out,
You
yeah,
take-
yeah,
you
too
take
much.
more.
And then you're
You know
never
what
gonna
I'm
go
saying?
back to the product just because
Exactly.
you're not consuming
So
it
many
properly.
people got
Exactly, I
burned
can
and
understand
got
that.
lit up the first time they took a dab. It was
And
like,
didn't do it
or
right.
what? And they're like, "This is dabbing. I don't want anything to fucking
For
do
sure.
that
I
shit."
said try it with a friend first.
Yeah, they should just take.
But someone that knows what they're doing. Right, right, right.
Exactly.
Don't just jump into it, man. Yeah.
And then I discovered the turf slurper. Psh,
Oh,
phenomenal,
yeah, it's a game
phenomenal, phenomenal.
Pause.
Game changer.
Pause. Nah.
No, like we just rolled out with some like
Turf
the
slip.
dab rights. We have some Rkive custom dab rights that we just rolled out.
Oh
with.
man, damn! I
yeah,
definitely
you
seen
can-
those are dope.
it's,
Bro. So that hence the checking the temperature when you're taking the dab. It's a dab right, like you said, but
Exactly.
it's an Rkive collab that they drop.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
dope. They're shipping
Yeah.
out. They're shipping too, right?
Yeah, we can get those
Yeah.
shipped
Live
on
on
our
the
website.
Yeah, it's
we got a link.
archivemerch.com. We're gonna be dropping a lot of other shit.
Archive. That's archivemerch.com.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I love the maple soda this guy.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
it.
that one's awesome.
yeah.
man.
So, what's your favorite strain? What's you guys' favorite strain currently?
I'm still on that fumes, man.
Candy fumes?
Yeah,
That's their word
The
for
fumes are the
Black
permanent
Maple is one of the
marker,
good
for
ones.
sure.
Yeah, you're telling me the black maple earlier.
Gas. But candy fumes is like one of them like
You
like
can smoke it every day.
you know a way to explain it.
It's
Just be
easy.
real. Yeah. It's like a Cali candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's the
It's
terp
real
profile?
candy.
The terp profile on that maple, the black maple.
That shit's super sherby.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like a
definitely.
real like deep like full flavor. To it.
The thing I'll say about like the black maple is it goes good in every form that you can get it, whether it goes to
Yeah.
flour,
Full melt.
fresh press, full melt.
You have it available in
carts.
in
Got it in
shatter,
the carts.
rosin.
Fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fresh press,
Fresh
full
press.
pure, fucking
Full melt.
Piantella.
Yeah,
we
they
got
come
the
in
Piantella.
yeah,
They have definitely
Piantella.
different varieties of
How do
certain.
how do you guys prefer smoking? Like paper, woods,
Oh,
bricks?
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, paper, but
All
I'm
paper guys.
definitely more of a concentrate guy. I'd say.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I'm always-
Yeah,
I go,
Yeah.
yeah, it goes back and
usually
forth,
usually
for sure.
ripping dabs out of a rig for sure, but yeah.
No man, y'all smoke that big ass wood. I don't know if we got any videos of that, man. We smoked the big ass wood.
Big
though.
ass.
I think we got a couple.
I made
We
gallery.
smoked
Yeah,
wood.
we did.
Yeah,
Man,
that shit
when you
like-
gonna finish this,
That
bro?
was
It's hard.
I'm waiting on you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get high.
Hi,
It's
hi,
gonna take
hi.
a minute to get lit.
That is a big ass joint. I'm glad that we had a fucking torch. I'm glad we came through with a torch, because that would have been critical to light that. How did we light the other one? Oh, we lit the torch with a torch, yeah. Shrooms are not my thing.
And you know how like shrooms are legalized in Colorado?
like a ball.
What do you guys think about shrooms? About the whole shrooms concept?
I fuck with it.
Should have brought some.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
Hell yeah.
He lit that bitch to like a bomb. You gotta hit it a little bit harder. Don't be scared. Hit it
This
twice.
thing's crazy.
Does hit the throat.
No problem, no.
I definitely fuck with the shrooms.
Shrooms, yeah. How do you take them? In intervals or?
No, just like
Microdose?
I like to take like a gram of mushrooms.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
don't like
that's
to go crazy.
I like to take
with
like
it.
0.4 still.
Yeah, I mean that's super chill. You know, it depends what
Just
you're
vibing.
I'm a
Yeah.
bit scared to do more than like 2 grams.
See,
I'm
I'm
scared to do more than that.
Oh no! See, I'm on the
mushrooms. They can get dark, bro. It's not like LSD.
You what?
I'm on the opposite
I
side of
agree.
the spectrum. I take like an obscene amount of psychedelics anytime I do anything. Yeah, it's pretty
I had a
bad.
homie like that. Tommy.
But I mean, I don't know. I know how to handle it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's
I used to move quite a bit of quite a lot of sheets and stuff like that. So I used
A
to.
shaman? I'm a shaman. You're a shaman
Yeah, you
with
know,
it?
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you're a
yeah,
shaman
I've
with
been there,
it.
I'm a guru. is what
I'm a
they
terrible
say.
babysitter. Hell no.
Oh no! See, and that's the thing is it's if you're not like the type of person that can like take that type of stuff, it's not for you.
It's
It's
me.
definitely for like
That's
a
me.
type of person.
No, I have.
I
I
did
just,
the shows with them and I bugged up trying to try that shit with them and I'd be like on the floor like, what's going on? Shrooms are not my thing.
Yeah, it's and something like
Shrooms
that.
are not my thing.
That's definitely not even the right environment for sure. It's, I don't know. It depends on like where you are, the mindset you're in for sure when you're doing that.
Good vibes,
yeah,
wrong,
exactly.
good vibes.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable in the space that you're in, and you're
Gotta have shit
definitely not
planned
gonna
out
have a good
too.
It's not my type of thing. Where is it at?
Shrooms are not my thing. Shrooms are not my thing. Shrooms are not my thing.
Oh, here we go.
Shrooms are not my thing.
Bad trip.
Damn.
Alright, back to the archive though, man, guys. We just got lost in the joint, man.
Yup.
Fuck it.
Right?
18 grand joint.
Yeah, I mean, we're always trying to like keep it fresh. You know, we've been doing a bunch of full melt and shit lately, fucking with different consistencies, like dropping that psych.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta talk about that. Psych
Your
class,
favorite
man.
consistency? What's your favorite
Right
consistency?
now, I am fucking with the fresh press, man. Like, I like melt, but I'm not gonna dab melt all day, every day. Like, that's for like when I'm at home. Like on the weekends, I like to dab melt. You know what I mean? Like, it's more of like a whole thing. You gotta pull it out of the freezer, let it warm up, and don't let it get too warm.
Right,
Get
yeah.
it back in the freezer. Like, it's not conducive to like just run up and slap anyone real quick.
Right.
Like fresh press, like really I've been fucking with, like we were out, you know, on the West Coast recently, and some homies really put us on to like, you know, fresh press kind of being a wave or whatever. So as soon as we got back, started fucking around with it, you know, and previously like we, you know, and still to this day, honestly, not everything smokes good as fresh press. Like some stuff needs that cold cure process to really like show the flavor, or like to kind of like, and you'll notice too, like if you've got a jar of rosin that you're cold curing out, when you're popping that lid during the curing process, the nose that comes off it initially, as soon as you open that lid, if you let it build up, is like not good. And
But-
it actually have like a CO2.
But even BHO, you can even taste the BHO. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But
But what about you, Quinn? What's your favorite?
Yeah, I've been fucking with the
Consistency.
fresh press 100% for sure. Yeah, like you said, when we were out in Portland, we had some Feel Good, I think it was, right? Yeah, some Skyline fresh press that was really solid. And something we had done before. We had done Zahidi Lime probably like 6-7 months ago. You know, we did it earlier this year.
yeah, we had
No,
messed with it a little bit, but now
Yeah,
we're
but
just
like
going
recently
crazy
we've
with
been
it.
You don't have
experimenting with all the different flavors. Yeah, I'd have to say fresh press myself.
Go ahead. Pass on the torch.
You?
I mean, I used to.
Olympic
I was always a
torch for
cold cure guy.
Yeah, Brandon,
and
go ahead.
I was always like a fresh press hater, honestly. But lately, we've been pushing.
Converted, see the light.
We've been pushing a lot of fresh press lately, and
Okay.
I'm honestly
Hey, tip up
starting to
too.
dig it because, like, on the consumer standpoint, you get to do a lot with it. Like, you can take it from that raw form that you get it off the shelf, and you can smoke it right there if you want, or you can like whip it up a little bit, put it in the fridge, let it cure up a little bit, get it to like a little bit of like almost like a sugary consistency, or you can leave it a little bit more, get it to like a straight like it's dry
Whipping
out.
it?
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
Also
selling
whipping
sauce
it?
secrets right
Yeah.
now. For real.
There's a lot you can do with it as opposed to the cold cure. It's just like, you know what I mean?
I didn't even know about whipping before. I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
knew about you could
You don't-
actually whip the
you
wax.
definitely, you don't want to over whip it when you're doing it, because then you're gonna it's gonna dry out faster. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be like,
Yeah.
you know. But you can get it if you get it to that perfect consistency.
No, it's hitting great. It's hitting great.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And like, I feel like there's a learning curve with the fresh press too. Like, it's
For
kind of
sure.
like you gotta have more of a relationship with the rosin. Like, we learned coming out here one time. You know, we had a jar that we had in the car for like 4.5 hours. Pulled it out of the freezer, had it at room temperature through the whole drive, and you know, when we opened it up after the ride and smoked it, like that shit was smoking like crazy.
Yeah.
So like, just like, I don't know, learning that it kind of needs to breathe, almost like a wine, you know, even if it is fresh press and it's not cold cure, like, it's anecdotal, like, I can't explain why, but leaving it out of the fridge for like 4 hours or out of the freezer for like 4 hours just brings like a whole nother level of flavor out of it.
100%. If you crack a jar of fresh press, you know, right as it gets to room temperature, it's not going to have that same smell, right? You leave it out and it starts to, you cure up even just a little bit, it really brings those terps out in each jar.
Right,
like,
yeah.
You can taste that down in there.
Oh,
Oh,
Man,
nice.
yeah.
Wait for the worm. Wait for the worm. Wait for it to open.
What's the
Flower
worm
bomb.
on there? What was it?
Lemon.
Yeah, the lemon
Fucking
cherry.
traveling
Lemon cherry
perfect
gelato,
food.
yeah. A whole eighth.
Man.
Oh, he's good. Oh, he's good.
Yeah, you know where that button is, right, motherfucker?
Oh, he's
Hitting
good.
all the wrong switches, but he knows where that one is.
Oh, he's good.
Soundboard is crucial.
Oh, he's good.
He's OD now.
But yeah, like we noticed that first with that Skyline though, like he was saying that feel good jar that we got
Yeah,
over out west. I was so hyped to smoke some of that because I really fuck with Bobby Trill and like pretty much everything he does. Just like dude does his thing.
So it's someone that you already like followed in the industry.
Exactly, yeah, like he Trilogy 710. Like,
Sure, fire.
Everyone knows Bobby Trill. So I was like super hyped for this jar, man, and we got it. As soon as it came up to temperature, we were cracking it open.
We were kind of like,
Oh, I was hurt.
yeah, we were
I was
like,
fucking
what,
hurt.
what's
I was
going on?
This shit is like, I literally had like a negative nose. Like I expect fresh press to smell like nothing. Like this smelled like some like
Yeah.
raw distillate, like empty jar type of nose, like some mint almost. I dabbed it, tasted super bland. I was fucking pissed. I ended up just like leaving the jar out instead of like keeping it in the freezer. Next time I went and dug into that, oh my god, fucking Z. So
You got all
like,
the
tasted
taste
so
out of it,
fucking
leaving it
good.
out.
Yeah, and like
Letting it cure up a
crazy.
little bit.
Yeah, and it didn't even change consistency.
That's
It
crazy
was
that
still
it's a
sap
different
and
process.
everything.
Like you give different taste and different flavor.
It's just like pouring a glass of wine, you know, like that shit's got to decant for a minute or whatever.
It goes even further. We, even on a strain to strain level, we go spectrum to spectrum. Like we'll test out the 70 versus 90,
For sure.
Yeah.
or the 90 to 120. To figure out what's best for each strain, 'cause it really varies. Some cultivars, are different than others in that sense.
Yeah, everybody's always on like the straight 90 tip, but honestly, like for some strains, like that 120 smokes harder, or the 70 even sometimes smokes harder. So like we'll, like analyze every single batch every time we pull it, and like really figure out what that ideal spectrum of batch to press into rosin is, so the flavor's like always at its max.
Varies by consistency too.
And that's definitely one thing that we do that like nobody else really
Yeah.
in the licensed market's doing is like batch to batch. We have different spectrums that we're dropping in our rosin, and
Which is dope. So
yeah,
super.
Yeah.
always trying to like pinpoint
Attention
the
to
best.
detail.
Yeah.
That's dope. That you offer so many different options as far as wax goes, and that's all in house too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
As far as concentrates go.
It's
And the clarity too.
That's a lot of skill,
Yeah.
man. That's a lot of
Right?
knowledge.
That's dope,
But
bro.
that's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Yeah,
You guys are
it's-
doing your thing.
It's constantly changing too.
And especially if you see that, like you said, how many things you got, that new thing that you just brought.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it?
You talking about the sight glass?
sight
Yeah,
glass.
we gotta talk about the sight
What
glass
is
for
that? I don't
sure.
even know what that is.
So yeah, you've probably seen it like on the Instagram and shit. It's basically a gram of fresh press with a half gram of.
Oh, okay, I did see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Or it's a gram of cold cure and a
Half gram of fresh press
in the
middle.
And it's just like something cool, you know what I mean? Like
That's fine.
We paired it like two flavors that go well together. We got black maple and slushy in there. It's like the last one is slushy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And it's dope because like it's it's cool visually, but it's also like have your terps kind of together, but since they're different consistencies, they don't mix.
In the wood.
Right.
So you can like
Yeah,
mix
better,
a little bit
way
of
better.
this like with a little of that, or you can dab them straight up like
Each one,
yeah, it's just a dope jar.
One more.
Well, that's an award-winning strain grown by y'all too, all in-house, right? How many awards have you won with that?
Just two, I think.
Two, yeah.
Solid
Solid
Bix
Bix for our
and,
candy fumes, and then
What was it? Top Shelf Showdown.
Top Shelf
Took first
Showdown.
place.
I know I seen a few trophies.
And it took first place at Top Shelf Showdown for rosin too.
Wow, dope. The candy fumes did too?
Hell yeah.
Fire, but definitely for Zalin.
Yeah, that Olympics is it, you know.
catch that candy fumes.
That's the thing. There are a lot of like competitions out there, but some of them matter more than others.
Right.
Yeah,
For sure.
100%. Solid top one for sure.
So tell me about your smoking experience with that joint and the backwood.
What's the difference?
Your
Oh,
difference.
Man, you already know how joints. You know, I was always joking with Mitch.
Would you say flavorful?
Oh, for sure. Like not a wood smoker. Right.
It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone.
I've gone through my periods where
Like he's a wood smoker. Ricky's a wood smoker.
But I like that joint right there. Not gonna lie.
But this is always
Yes.
the preferred method. Like I wouldn't lie when I was hitting that blunt. I was like, this is just.
And it's just
It's bringing
so
my morals
flavorful.
just a little bit.
So
Yeah, with the
flavorful.
cool dust on.
Yeah, I mean, so I smoked woods forever, like years and years.
Oh,
I
shit.
I only smoked woods and shit. And then actually, when I started like at Oswell, shout out my boy Anthony. He transitioned me into the big fat. Yeah, exactly. Into the rather than putting like a 3.5 into a wood, I figured out you could do the same thing with a paper, which I really didn't know you could do that. So
Yeah.
once I figured that out, it changed the game, man. Because like. It's so much smoother. Your lungs feel better at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You're not coughing up a lung.
Right, just
you know?
coughing
So
for no reason throughout the day after you smoke a bunch of
and it's a
woods,
better
you know?
taste experience. You
For
know
sure,
what I
you
mean?
get
Like
the
you're
taste
not
of
getting
Sounds
that.
soft to me.
Yeah. I don't know.
Loose leaves.
I can respect.
Shout out throwbacks.
I can respect the
Throwbacks.
wood.
What's your wood? Throwback, loose leaf. What type of
What
wood?
was it?
Man,
Yeah.
so I would always do like either if I could find them like a banana wood, like an actual backwood.
Yeah.
And then
Like
either-
there's vanilla, there's grape.
Yeah, the banana was my favorite if you could find it, which you can never find,
Nah.
or the Russian cream, which is like the go-to for me.
Yeah, common too.
Nasty as I don't smoke no wood.
No, I
Joints
can't-
only. Most of us at the table is just joints only, right? So, Ricky, the wood smoker.
I'll take that.
What
I'll
would you take?
I'll
Like
that
loose
same
leaf?
for everyone.
Would you take loose leaf, throwback?
The throwback it used to be the backwoods, but then the backwoods got too like too like aggressively thick with the tobacco.
Broadleaf. I didn't even hear it mentioned.
Right? At all? No, I don't even know who that is.
But
Brothers Broadleaf, you don't know about them?
Broadleaf?
I don't
Nah.
smoke woods at all. I don't smoke tobacco.
I don't even smoke blunts anymore.
yeah,
So tell me about you guys' filter too. Like you got a special type of filter, like the RIP tip filters that you guys have.
But we got the rich tips. Yeah,
The
yeah,
rich-
yeah.
the rich
Yep, yep.
tips.
We got the wood tips coming soon. Yeah.
And they got 'em in
then-
glass.
Yeah, we got the glass tips
Glass
too.
rich tips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely fuck with
Killer.
the glass too.
Tell me
Change
about
it,
like the airflow and why you
Man,
guys
so-
chose the rip tips.
Mitch says he fucks with the glass tips
Rich
more.
tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I don't know, like the glass tips are nice.
You
You
get
can
the
never get any like shit
Yeah.
amount.
So
That like heavy feel to the joint, like that shit's just.
It's a nice.
It's gotta get
draw.
too heavy. Yeah,
It's got a good draw.
Yeah, I'll give you. Yeah, it's got a good. I feel like it's too heavy for me personally. I like the wood tip. Get the little tuck in there. You know,
Yeah.
get the put your little filter in
And that's
there.
what
Do
you
all
see.
that.
You know, you're starting to see the glass tip come around more, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
for
these
sure.
days, but the wood tip is definitely still.
Especially when
Yeah, it's
it's
like the
like
OG.
40,
Yeah, 100%.
On a tip, right? Y'all don't have to pay $40 for a rich tip.
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Get
40
them,
bucks.
but
Like, we have
I
our-
got a whole grip of rip tips.
Yeah.
I paid 40 for.
You sold,
Yeah.
They're the same thing as
now
your
you got
rich
your
tips.
rich tips.
Yeah.
See, now you got your rich tips. You're like,
$10,
what the fuck did I do that for?
Yeah.
We have
40 is
our-
nice to be able to have like 10 of them that I didn't pay $400
Right,
for. That
yeah.
I can like
Rotate,
keep, rotate constantly.
yeah, cleaning them for sure. Reusing them. Yeah, don't be afraid to use.
There's no worse feeling than trying to roll a joint and going, "Fuck, I got
Oh
no
god,
tips."
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So
no,
this
what do
fucker,
I gotta
Yeah.
do? Oh yeah.
So
And when you spit weed too, like when you just straight Scooby snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a no filter is that's heinous.
Oh, we got our donuts dropping soon.
Yeah, I got the next batch coming up, the GT.
Hell yeah. What are we
Oh,
running?
pre-roll
those?
drop on
The first
donuts.
one y'all did was the candy fumes, right?
Yeah, we did the
Yeah,
candy
we
Pacckingz
did. We
GT.
did a 0.8 with a 0.2 of rosin, and we felt like it was just like a little too narrow. So this time we're doing a 1.2
Are they coming with the rich
with a
tips?
0.3.
So
No, because we don't have the right diameter
So
yet.
this would be
We only got
okay.
some fatty rich tips, and these are like kind of like an in-between size donuts.
1.2 with how much rosin?
0.3.
So nice
Oh,
personal
1.5,
size.
yeah.
And that'd be how many joints in the jar? Three?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, no, they're gonna smoke like real nice.
Like regular donuts.
Are we
Yeah.
running the candy fumes again, or?
We got a bunch of those flavors.
Yeah,
This
it's,
time we're doing perm marker with tahiti
It's
lime,
opening up.
Yep. It's,
rosin, and then we're doing candy fumes with rainbow
Rainbow belts, and
rosin, and then black maple coffee creamer.
That's gonna be hell yeah.
That candy fumes rainbow belts is gonna be where it's at.
If you haven't tried that permanent marker though, I don't think
okay.
that's like.
Did that strain just come out this year? Like I just been recently been hearing about permanent marker.
It dropped like
a couple of years ago.
Sounds dangerous.
Doja and C Junkie.
Sounds dangerous.
We got the cut. I think it was last year.
Is it like an OG type of cut? What's explain more about the permanent marker? Not a lot of people know about permanent marker.
Yeah,
that's definitely that new shit. Like it smokes so clean.
Yeah,
like that's the
and that's what it's known for. When anything from Doja is known to smoke all the way.
Oh, it's from Doja.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we ended up getting the cut from the Hollywood drop, like those guys, like they did with the RS11, like they had a whole drop where you could get the clone like from their hands, so you know it's like the real deal or whatever.
What makes your pricing stand out amongst other?
I mean, we're priced super fairly in the market.
Yeah.
Fairly.
I mean, I definitely think we bring the highest quality hash in the state.
Amongst Leafly and like
for sure. As far as metric brands, I don't think it's a question, honestly. Even in the state, I think we're up there. I think if not, we are the best. We have our boy Noah in the water room, right? He does his thing every day. We constantly evolve, and that's kind of what sets us apart.
Have you tried like the hashes?
Yeah,
the bubble hash, Moroccan hash.
We just started doing Piatella.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if you know. Are you hip to that? It's like a cured. It's very.
I don't put me onto it, please.
So you take like a full melt hash. Like we did it with the black maple. Are you hip to the full melt?
Yeah.
For sure. So you just like basically take the full melt, roll it up into like a nice little patty, wrap it in cellophane, and store it. At like a specific temperature for between a month and 2 months, and it cures out into like a similar texture to like the old school hash, but imagine if it like looked like new school hash, but like still was like greased out.
That's
like
crazy.
a knife type of blade and shit. Literally take a scoop of it and put it right on your slurper and then melt down like water. No, it's lit. It's kind of like shelf stable. It's some water hash you could just have in a jar and have in your pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
And not be,
you
like,
don't have
stressed.
to worry. You don't have to. Anytime you have any water hash, you're like stressing about even taking it out of the fridge.
And like it will age faster than rosin, I'm sure.
For sure.
Yeah. Like you're good with them, like having that out for close to a week.
But the people, the ones who are smoking that are like, the connoisseurs.
The
ones who are like.
And I mean, honestly, from what I tried, if you're gonna smack through that faster, then it's gonna go back. That stuff's killer, man.
We're hoping that'll be the batch will be cured out by for a Christmas drop.
For the holidays, little quick holiday drops.
Holiday drop,
right before Christmas, hopefully. I think there's a Friday's like the 22nd.
Something like that. Yeah.
Come home from Black Friday and slide through Rkive. For the holiday drop.
If y'all ain't never been to Rkive before or to Oswell's dispensaries, so go get your Rkive merchandise. Man, y'all make sure y'all go check them out, man. The hospitality is great, the prices are great, the product is great, everything's there is great. Guarantee you love the spot, man.
It comes from all aspects of it too, like from Mitch to Alex to the other partners on the retail end to the grow to the lab, like it's all with that same passion and love, for the industry, 100%. It's not big corporate. It's not. We hone in on our craft. We look to improve every day, and it's great that we have people who we work so close. And we have owners in the building 4 or 5 days out of the week.
Oh yeah.
And Mitch is there every day. Alex is there every day. All the other partners are there every day.
Quality control.
Yeah,
the quality control.
And it goes to show, when we put a product out, and the growth that we've had, especially in this last year, whether it's with the
never put out something I wouldn't smoke myself type.
That's exactly.
I tried like 4 weed flavors, and all of them were fucking 10 out of 10. They're all hitters, man, for sure. And that's tough to be able to go to the dispensary, pick out of 20 flavors or however many flavors, pick out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exactly like that, burnt, and to be able to
you think you got it on a
5-0, 10-0, whatever. That's great, man.
from like a consumer standpoint, I feel like there's a big stigma behind like an in-house brand. You know what I mean? I feel like people look at it. They look at an in-house brand like it's not. It's gonna be the cheap shit or like whatever, something like that. But
that's what makes you stand out.
That's definitely how we stand out. And like the retail front is like our in-house brand is gonna be some of the best shit on the shelf.
Like what's your best? Our in-house, right?
You know what I mean? I'm reaching for the shit that like that we produce, the shit I would smoke myself. You know,
I mean, I used to be the consumer. Like, you know, when something new came out, hype came out, $60 eights, $50 eights, I'm gonna go try it just to see what it's like. Right? Even if I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
right.
Just to kill the vibe,
you know, just to see like, okay, if it's this price, it's gotta be good. You know, it's gotta be. It never is.
Yeah, it's never. It's never a $50 rate. That's
you know, and there's brands in Michigan, you know, who have had runs. You know, everything's bag to bag. You know, this year especially, it's not only just, you know, batch to batch, but really bag to bag, and it's something that when we R&D, we've noticed, you know, previously, and I see it all the time in other brands. To really nowadays, the only stuff that I'm grabbing is ours. GRAG.
Yeah, well, if you're in Chicago, pull up to Adrian, get you some of that. I mean,
Our GR is probably close.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, pull up to GR.
Grand Rapids.
I'm
Make
crazy.
sure y'all pull up to Oswald, Grand Rapids.
If you really want it, like, if you're, I mean, I would pull up at open. Because
we have lines out the door on drop days like these.
Doors open at 9 o'clock.
You guys have drive-through like service and stuff like that?
I wish.
That'd be awesome.
I've seen a couple places that do it, but it's not.
What's that?
Do we do curbside?
Oh yeah, we 100% do.
Oh, they offer curbside.
Yeah, exactly like that. That's great. Yeah, that's fine.
But I recommend you come in the store, get the full experience of everything.
Oh, exactly. Like I was saying,
I'd say we're different from any other store in town.
100%.
Like the vibes are there. Like everything is. We're always jumping there. The biggest thing I hear is like, man, the music in here is jumping. The vibes in here are crazy. Like
it's a good
great to
vibe.
hear.
Yeah.
And then again, like you said, like if you want to know what taste wise or how it's gonna make you feel, they can like so informative about everything, bro.
For sure.
If you got questions about specific flavors,
it's better to just walk in, and it's a dope experience. It's nice and
Like,
it's a dope ass.
You gonna see these faces behind the counter, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. You're gonna. I mean, at least me and Quinn. I'm sure you pull up to either Grand Rapids or Adrian. You're gonna see one of us. Yeah.
I'll be there around.
I mean, it always goes back to, like we've said it a million times, it's like something that we're willing to smoke as the person behind the counter. You know what I mean? So
you know, and it's important. Like, you know, we have everybody. Like Mitch is constantly coming into the Adrian dispensary, looking at like, okay, what's moving, what's not, what consistency, what's not. Stuff like that.
Drop the joint.
Yeah, it pumped up. It just had to be me. It just had to be me. Yeah.
Wow, For sure. Don't forget about hit the like and the subscribe button. You know, overall, hit the like and subscribe
Hey, y'all
button.
make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button too, yo.
Brick.
All right.
All right, man. You know, Rickyjames 46.
187 Exotics. They rolled the challenge cone. Rolled this 18-gram joint.
At Packkingz, third man at PaccGang Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in, and y'all make sure y'all get into Rkive, man. Go ahead and let everybody sign out there on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely check out the Rkive Labs page. It's rkive.labs. Everything hash that has to do with Rkive, you're gonna see it on there. If you want to be hit to like the new drop, the new products, all that. Fun
You also have the Rkive.merch, right?
We got archive.cultivation.
Okay.
yeah, hit up the Oswald.Grand Rapids. We got that one.
Yeah, also Michigan will be back soon.
Yeah, that'll come back soon. But temporary Oswald.Grand Rapids. We got all the drops and everything going on there. So.
There's Oswald Adrian, Oswald Grand Rapids.
Yep, Oswald up north. If you're any like the up north crowd watching from Michigan, we got the TC up in Kalkaska one up north. So
Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in, man, with everybody on the team. You got to add who?
Oh yeah.
You, Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn, Oswald Adrian, you know, at Quinn_Richter. You know, check us out Black Friday. We have some crazy stuff coming.
yeah, I'm just gonna plug up the at Oswald.Grand Rapids. Just go check that out. It's where we got everything going, posting everything that we got in store. So
Y'all
definitely
make
hit
sure
that
y'all
up.
check it out. Black
Appreciate
Friday
y'all
dropping
coming
soon,
on, man.
We appreciate y'all coming to check
Yeah.
us out, man. It was a pleasure, man. Thank y'all for stopping by.
Hey, look.